had two sisters. Desafortunadamente fallecieron y pues ya nomás quedé yo.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 11. I am your host, Alannized, and this is Noche de Pendejadas. Para todas las pendejas allá en casita que todavía no saben what Noche de Pendejadas is, escuchen porque ya son 11 episodes y todavía no captan. Noche de Pendejadas is a weekly episodic show where I go ahead and bring your favorite influencers to chismear, have some cocktails, and see what the fuck they are up to. So si tú quieres ver a tu influencer favorito, hazme un favor, pendeja, and stop what you're doing and comment their username down below. Porque a lo mejor la semana que viene te lo traigo. La semana pasada ustedes vieron que traje a la invitada Pau Torres y platicamos de mucho. Y esta semana les traigo otra invitada que no los va a decepcionar. Please help me welcome my guest, Graciela Montes. Hello, hello.
How are you,
¿Cómo
love?
estás? Oh my god, you guys. Graciela literally busted a fucking mission today, you guys. How long did you drive, bitch?
Near 3 hours. I live far.
You guys, la morra vive como en otro pinche estado.
En otro planeta.
She literally does. Está en su pinche propio planeta. But thank you so much for being here with us today. Yo sé que la gente allá en casita are really gonna fucking enjoy this episode. And thank you so much for making it happen, bitch.
No, dude, thank you for having me here. Before anything, I really want to congratulate you. I'm so happy and so blessed to actually be here.
Aww.
Like, I love Noche de Pendejadas. I feel like you really get like an inside view of the influencers, not just like what you see on social media. So I was like,
Ya tengo un rato conociéndote.
Yeah.
Pero yo pienso que la primera vez que te conocí en persona fue, si me acuerdo bien, at Annette's party at her pet house.
in her pet. Oh my God, that was so dope.
Yes,
Yo me
it's funny
acuerdo.
because I just remember walking in. We were Annette had thrown a little fiestita, you guys, in her pet house. Yo me acuerdo that I approached you because ella estaba mirando the view.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, ¿quién es esa muchacha con ese culote? And I approached
Ese
you.
día también conocí a la Myra.
You
I
met all of
remember.
us that day.
Yes.
Y ese día es cuando you were already pregnant.
Yes, dude.
Porque yo, toma. And she's like, no. And I'm like,
I was like, estoy esperando un chiquillo.
and she told me, and you had not publicized anything.
No.
En ese entonces, her whole genre was something else. Y ahora en día, you guys, ya está casada, tiene esposo, tiene nueva casa. You're a whole different person than what I met back then. So it's so crazy seeing you grow, seeing your transition, and seeing what you're doing now a lo que te dedicabas antes. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
So,
literally went through the glow up right after I had my baby.
yeah, because I feel like you went MIA.
Maduré.
Cuando se embarazó, you guys, casi ni mirabas a Graciela Montes on
Yeah.
redes sociales. La mirabas un día antes, pero you never really publicized your pregnancy.
Not really. I actually just uploaded maybe 2 pictures
Of being pregnant?
of being pregnant. I went through like a whole depression scenario that no sé, para mí en lo personal me dio mucho para abajo, me estaban pasando cosas muy feas. And I just didn't want to deal with the whole social media thing.
It was gonna be like a otro pinche cargo encima de
Otro
todo.
pedo.
Yeah. So para toda la gente allá en casita que no conocen a Graciela Montes, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to her para que ella les diga quién es y qué hace.
So, yo soy Graciela Montes, mucho gusto para las que no me conocen y que me quieren conocer. Las invito a que me sigan en mis redes sociales. Yo soy una influencer, soy mamá, soy esposa, la ando tratando de hacer de YouTuber, nomás que no se me ha dado. Soy business owner y pues nada, me
Le hace
dedico
un
a
poquito
mi
de
familia.
todo.
Sí,
You
hago
do a
un
little bit of
poquito de
everything
todo.
and you really do. Mucha gente no sabe. There's so much to you que no publicas.
Yeah.
I feel like cuando la gente te mira, just Instagram baddie, like, oh, a mom. Pero there's so much to you que cuando en verdad la piensas a conocer, you're like, what the fuck? This bitch does that? This bitch has this bitch has that. Porque en verdad, there's so much to Graciela, you guys, que ustedes no miran. Que a lo mejor, ojalá hoy la puedan conocer un poquito más y puedan saber un poquito más de ella. So with that being said, you guys, vamos a irnos directo a para lo que ustedes vinieron a este video, para el chisme.
Al chisme que casi no nos gusta.
You guys, Graciela, si ustedes la siguen y si ustedes quieren mucho a Graciela Graciela, ustedes saben que Graciela le encanta el puto chisme. When I go to your stories, cuando andas enojada, cuando algo te pasa, like sometimes the shit that happens to Graciela, you guys, son como cosas de movies.
Dude.
Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that is really happening. Like if y'all follow her, you know exactly what I mean. But today we're gonna go ahead and dive the fuck in. So let's go ahead and get started with chisme and cocktails. Okay, all right, you guys. So como pueden ver, yo tengo agüita because tomorrow I get surgery. But Graciela que tiene una modelito pa' arriba, pa' abajo, pa' el centro y pa' adentro. All right, vamos a empezar con la primera pregunta. For all of you guys that follow Graciela, and for those of you guys that don't, escuchen bien. Y'all know that Graciela is no stranger to surgery. How many surgeries have you had, bitch?
Oh, damn.
She's like, damn, I was not ready for that question.
No.
You've had a couple, though.
You know what? I started when I was 18, and my first surgery for sure was the gastric bypass. You are familiar with my story. I used to weigh 300 pounds. Like, I was big. Te voy a pasar una foto pa' que la pongas. Like, you're not going to believe that it's me. So I used to be 300 pounds. I basically lost the weight and then I started building my body. I've gotten 3 BBLs. I'll explain why. Si fuera por mí, yo no hubiera agarrado 3 BBLs. I got 3 BBLs. I got 2 tummy tucks. I got a chin lipo, arm lipo. I got an arm lift. I got a leg lipo.
Bitch, she's like, I got all the surgeries you could get.
Yes, I got 3 breast lift with augmentation, 1 breast reduction with lift. I've gotten so much stuff. I haven't gotten that much stuff done to my face though.
It's just
like,
all your body.
Yes, like I'm like holding back on my face just because I don't want to commit the mistakes that I committed with my body.
So that's for sure over 10 surgeries.
Yeah.
¿Cómo le haces? Porque yo sé que teniendo tanta surgery, and I feel like even with just surgery, I feel like you're so prone to this online. Pero tú teniendo tantas and being so public, because with every surgery you've gotten, you've always publicized everything. How has it been for you to deal with the hate that has come with these decisions that you've made with your body?
You know, it's like everybody has like very diverse opinions about it. I used to get bullied because I was fat, and on top of that, I'm really tall. Mido 5'11", que es 1.80 en metros. So I used to get bullied because of that, and then I would get bullied because of the surgery. So people are like,
no se decidían.
Yes, no se deciden. Some people think I look really good. Some people think I look really bad. But I mean, as long as my man's happy, then
as long as
I'm happy too.
You just said if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't have that many BBLs. ¿Qué es lo que te pasó ahí? And what made you get the second and the third BBL?
Okay, so this is actually how my Insta fame started. I started basically posting all about my surgeries on social media, and I was actually in a really bad relationship at the time. Mm-hmm. So the guy that I was with basically kind of not forced, ¿cómo se dice? When you have like peer pressure.
He peer pressured you?
He kind of like peer pressured me into getting surgeries porque él me hacía mucho bullying. And then my mom saw that I felt like in a lot of depression. Y ella solita un día me dijo, si quieres operarte las chichis, because since I had lost weight, like everything had gone down. Me dijo, si quieres operarte las chichis, yo te las pago. Busca un doctor. Cuando yo estaba like en el transcurso de buscar un doctor, this mother... que no quiero ni decir, me salió un día con que no se me para because of your stomach. Like,
oh, damn.
And that was so embarrassing for me, like, as a female.
Yeah.
So then I started looking for a doctor who could do a tummy tuck, a doctor who could do a BBL for me.
Like the whole thing.
See, so at the time, there was this doctor that I thought I was thinking that he was really good, that he's from Beverly Hills. By the way, no nomás porque un doctor sea de Beverly Hills no significa que es un doctor chingón. A mí me tocó aprender a la mala. So anyways, I'm like super getting off topic. I found a doctor, and that same doctor que I thought that he was good for the breast, dije, pues you know what? This is a one-stop thing. Let me just get a tummy tuck and a BBL done with him. Long story short, I got a lipo first with fat transfer to my butt. Y me quedó mi butt bien chiquito, bien square. Like, it just didn't seem like a BBL. So me dijo el doctor, on your next round, don't worry. Cuando te haga el tummy tuck y tus boobs, te voy a hacer liposucción y te voy a poner más grasa. So I was like, all right, cool. Because a lot of people siempre me preguntan, if you got botched or whatever, why would you go back to the same doctor that botched you? This is the reason, porque la primera vez no no me dejó mal, simplemente no me dejó un culo. I don't have pictures right now, but it was literally like square. Like esta pared tenía más culo que yo. I swear.
No, but it really is like that because sometimes a veces it's not that you go back to the person that botched you, but a veces it's like, okay, he didn't do a bad job. Obviously, no fue enough to what I was wanting. But if he said he could put more, I'm gonna let him put more.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Don't let a wild pube wreck you. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and our sponsors at Manscaped are here for you with the best tools to get your balls ready for the special occasion. Everyone knows how important clean balls are for Valentine's Day if you're trying to, you know what I mean. And the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is what every guy needs this Valentine's Day. The number one product in this package is the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin. This trimmer makes sure it gets every hair possible. It even has a 4000K LED spotlight so that you can shave anywhere your heart desires. And did I mention it's waterproof? This package also includes the Weed Whacker, a nose and ear hair trimmer to whack all the worst of your weeds. Listen, because I know you're about to like what I'm about to say, Manscaped is even throwing in 2 free gifts: their Shed travel bag and an anti-chafing boxer briefs to keep your boy stored comfortably. And don't forget to smell good, not only around your balls, but all over. Made with their signature scent, the Manscaped Refined Cologne will complement your collection with smell perfection. I personally love and use Manscaped because it keeps me clean and fresh for every occasion. Valentine's Day, I'm ready for you. But are you? Get 20% off and free shipping with code Noche at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped. And don't forget to use code Noche, that is Noche. Join Cupid and shoot your arrow with Manscaped this Valentine's Day.
The second round, I went back. They did my tummy tuck. They did my breast. They did another BBL con la grasa que me sacaron de la panza. And about a month and a half went by, and everything started like settling into place. I started noticing that one of my butt cheeks was bigger than the other. One of them,
like drastically,
yes, like crazy. So from the side, one of my butt cheeks was like a little like that, y la otra estaba like a perfect like this. So I was like unsatisfied, and then my breast me puso el implante nomás debajo de mi skin, so you could tell like my titties were just
damn,
era una bolita. And then my tummy tuck, he started here, he went up, and then he went down to my leg. So then I spoke to him about that, and I was like, hey, like, what's going on, you know? He's like, oh, that's normal. Se te va a arreglar como en unos 2-3 meses once your skin is not that tense.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I got a second BBL. Pero el second BBL pues también me falló.
Con el mismo doctor.
Sí, con el mismo doctor. Al punto que I just kind of gave up, and that's kind of when I was starting to rise on social media because I was sharing so much about surgeries. At that time, nobody was talking about surgeries.
Yeah.
Like, todo el mundo era natural, todo el mundo tenía un perro
Because I feel like you've been
culazo.
doing this shit for a while now.
Yes.
Yo pienso que tú empezaste a publicar tu cuerpo, yo pienso que 2015, 2016.
No, a ver, yo tenía 21 años. Fue hace 4 años, que fue 2017, 18.
BBLs weren't as popular as what they are now.
Yeah, they weren't
Porque
that
yo me acuerdo
popular.
que en ese entonces hasta te criticaban hasta las mismas mujeres que ahora en día quieren agarrar BBL.
No, y todavía me critican, y creo que los que más me critican son los hombres, y qué feo, you know?
But I feel like the guys is just more jealousy porque quisieran tenerte y no te pueden tener. If you guys follow her, there's guys that be on her side y cuando los manda a volar empiezan a hablar mal de uno.
Sí, empiezan que pinche puta,
Que
esto.
porque no me contestas.
Puta, pero no la tuya. I got my third BBL in Colombia. Me aventé sola como la loca, me fui, me operaron y casi perdí la vida ya. I almost died, dude. Me entró una infección bien feo en la espalda. No sé exactamente por qué. I kind of came to a conclusion que maybe las girls que me estaban haciendo los masajes linfáticos tal vez no estaban limpiando la agujita con la que me tenían que volver a perforar para que saliera el drenaje.
Oh my God.
So haz de cuenta que me empezó la infección en mi espalda, and then it started circling around and it started going towards my stomach. So yo salí de cirugía bien flaquita con una cinturita, y como a la semana ya estaba big. That was like really, really hard. It got to the point que yo ya no le marcaba a mi mamá.
Because you didn't want to scare her?
Yes, because yo estaba like pálida de la infección. Like, era el punto que I had, ¿cómo se llama? Temperature de 105. Yo me sentaba en la cama y me desmayaba. So, cuando me pasó eso que me desmayé, like, just from sitting down, they rushed me to a hospital y tuve que llamarle a mi mamá y pedirle perdón. Like, that was, like, one of the most horrible things in the world. So, antes de yo irme a Colombia, de hecho, I went to my bank y puse que si cualquier cosa me pasaba, que mi mamá iba a ser, like, la persona que iba a reclamar el dinero que tenía ahí. So I kind of thought about all of this before. You were mentally preparing yourself. Yes, but it was hard for me to make that call to my mom and be like, perdóname, I should have listened to you, pero estoy muy mala and I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like, me da
my
como,
God.
It was so hard.
Getting a BBL is actually one of the most dangerous surgeries to get.
Is it?
Yeah, it actually is.
Not me being educated.
No, it really is. If you guys look into it and if you guys have ever done research, BBLs are actually one of the most deadliest surgeries to get. Simply because, you know,
te picotean por todas partes.
It's not the complex of the surgery, from what I've heard, is si te sacan fat somewhere and they inject it in the wrong location, te puedes morir. So even you going in with that mentality, you already knew. I mean, maybe you didn't know, but I think in your head you knew la gravedad de la cirugía.
In the back of my head. Y no nomás eso. I was going to a country, like, I'm not even from Colombia. Like, I don't have family. I didn't have friends
You're
over there.
You're a loca, bitch.
Yes.
A loca. Like,
yo quería ese cuerpo, entre comillas, buchón, al precio de que fuera.
Did you see a price difference, though, from cuando lo agarraste aquí than in Colombia?
Over here, with the botched surgeries, I spent about $30,000.
Damn.
Y en Colombia, lo que es... Like, I'm not encouraging anybody, please don't, like...
Don't go to Colombia and die.
No me tomen el consejo. Sí es mucho más barato, pero también es bien peligroso. Era un lugar al que yo no conocía, yo no tenía familiares. Si algo me pasaba, ¿quién me reclamaba? ¿Qué hacía yo?
Yeah.
So over here I spent that. And then in Colombia, lo que fue la cirugía, déjenme les digo qué es lo que me hice. Me hice las chichis otra vez, me hice liposucción y me hice mi BBL. Todo eso costó como unos $8,000.
Damn.
Ya, 8,000, 9,000 máximo, pero ya con lo que es la estadía, el vuelo, la comida, me gasté como unos 15. Yeah.
You guys, so casi la mitad de lo que se iba a gastar if you would have gotten a surgery in the United States, with it being your third surgery. And I feel like, yes, you've been so vocal about it online. Siempre has platicado about how unhappy you are with your body now.
With the decisions that I made.
Yes. What do you feel it is? ¿Y qué es lo que ya no te gusta?
Te voy a decir, en el tiempo que yo empecé lo de social media to start talking about all of this, en México era muy popular lo del cuerpo buchón. Mm-hmm. Y antes yo me encantaba ese tipo de cuerpo. So, yo quería las nalgotas, la cinturita, las chichotas. Pasó un tiempo y eso se fue, ya no era la moda. Aparte de que yo ahorita ya me pasé de lanza con mis nalgas, you know? Ya it's not something that I enjoy. Antes estaban más chiquitas, eran todavía un perro culazo, pero ya ahorita I gained weight and wherever there's fat, that part gains weight as well.
I've heard that too. On the te hiciste la cirugía, that's where most of your fat gets gained,
yes.
Right?
So I've gained a lot of weight on my butt, and a lot of people think que yo tengo las nalgas así por placer. No, like I've talked to my husband so many times already que me lo quiero quitar, and he's like, no, like just exercise, pero llevo una vida tan ocupada que no tengo tiempo. Like para nada. Pero haz de cuenta que en ese tiempo se estaba utilizando en México mucho el cuerpo buchón y yo lo quise como aplicar acá. And then it got to a point that it wasn't cool anymore. Se hicieron más populares los cuerpos fit.
Yeah.
And people started judging me a lot, que asco, que las nalgas, que esto y el otro, you know? And it started getting me uncomfortable. Y ahorita ya está de moda todo lo que es buchón this and that. Y yo ahora digo, oh my God, ¿en dónde estaba esta hype when
cuando
I was doing it, you know? All of a sudden now it's cool. Y antes, por ejemplo, en México, las mujeres de México siempre se tratan de alejar de todo lo que tenga que ver con lo buchón. Yeah. Porque acá miran lo buchón como algo chingón, pero en México se traduce en otras cosas. Ser buchona significa que eres la querida de un mafioso, significa que andas con hombres casados, like, cosa que, like, I feel over here le dieron como otro sentido a lo que es ser una buchona. Y antes I was trying to get myself away from all of that, and now it's cool.
And you're like, no sé en dónde quedo yo in the corner. Do you feel like a big part of you, of how you feel about your body, te afectó mucho por las redes sociales, por toda la gente? Si no tuvieras tus redes sociales, do you feel like you would be as unhappy with your body?
No.
So
I think, ¿sabes? Cuando yo estaba gordita, yo te hablo de cuando antes de mi gastric bypass, I was so outgoing, I was so freaking confident. Yo me ponía trajes de baño de 2 piezas y ahorita pura madre, like, te hace, like, si ustedes piensan operarse, háganlo porque ustedes quieren, not because you want to look good for somebody. I feel like I did it for all the wrong reasons y ahora estoy pagando las consecuencias because of all the bullying online. And not just online, dude, también en la calle. La gente puede ser tan imprudente al punto que yo ya le he dicho a mi husband, un día voy a salir a putazos con alguien because people could be so rude. Like,
what do they do? I'm like, explícanos.
No, sí,
yeah, because
mira.
I feel like la gente, I've never been in a situation where I've seen it happen, but what are things that have happened to you where you're like, oh shit, like it's gotten out of hand in public?
Okay, let me tell you one of the worst things that happened to me, and it happened to me in San Francisco, and this was before I had my baby. Era cuando yo traía mi cuerpo en su mero punto. Y yo sé que va a haber mucha gente que va a decir, oh, pues you asked for it. You wanted your body like this. Your body doesn't define who you are, or like what you do or whatever. Pero bueno, en San Francisco me bajé de mi carro, llegué a un 7-Eleven, andaba un muchacho detrás de mí por toda la tienda, and I was trying to like hacer tiempo ahí adentro, haciéndome güey para que se fuera. Se iba. Sí. Pero no se fue, so whatever. Pagué mis cosas, me vine a mi carro rápido y yo no me di cuenta que el muchacho se había venido detrás de mí. Y cuando abrí la puerta, antes de meterme, no me da una nalgada y me da un levantón así. Oh my, I felt like so like vulnerable. Like me sentí mal. And I think that's kind of where it started to get like bad for me. Que empecé a cohibirme más de mi cuerpo. Like I started mentally like having like a mental thing que decía like, did I cause this for myself? Is it bad estar así operada? Is it me? Like what is it?
Like estabas empezando a culpar por las acciones de otra gente over you.
Sí, me empecé a cuestionar yo misma. Empecé a odiar mi cuerpo y luego cuando subí de peso lo empecé a odiar más, empezaron a crecer las nalgas. La gente hoy en día, as we speak, like during this time, la gente se pone a grabarme, a reírse like en mi cara. He estado así, dude, like de irme a la cárcel a causa de gente imprudente, because eso, like, people don't understand que lo hace incómodo a uno.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like if I'm being 100% honest, I don't have the body, but even when like my own followers me graban in public, I know you guys do it because you're scared to go up to it, but when you just record me because you're excited or whatever, without me knowing, I get so bothered. So I can only imagine how bothered you get if they're doing it because you know they're making fun of you.
¿Y sabes cuál es el problema aquí? Que la gente no me graba así. Están like you could tell.
Yeah.
You know, and there's been so many situations that I see people like filming me from the back y me doy el parón y me volteo a ver qué es lo que están haciendo en su teléfono.
And it's them
y se hacen
you.
güeyes. And it's just so uncomfortable, especially like when I'm with my son or my husband. Me he puesto a llorar y a decirle a mi husband, like, I wish I could just start all over again. If I were to be able to start all over again,
you would have surgeries.
No, I would still.
She's like,
I would still, pero no así de exagerado. You know, I wouldn't let myself get influenced by a toxic ex that que no se le paraba el pito
por su pinche problema.
Por su problema. You know, I wasn't even like fat like that. Like tenía mi lonjita, pero o sea, me hizo sentir mal. So I wouldn't, like, I would, if I could talk to my younger self, I'd be like, you know what? Espera, your time is gonna come. The right doctor is gonna come. Make the right decisions. Like, yo quisiera.
And do it for you.
Sí, que alguien me hubiera guiado. Pero no, ahí fui sola como
But you know what? A veces pasa así because we're going through shit on our life now that you can't really sit down and be like, how is it going to be 10 years from now? Sometimes we make decisions for what it's now y no sabemos que te va a afectar.
Sí.
en el futuro.
Sí.
You know?
Y yo he hecho muchos mistakes que me han afectado, pero pues aquí seguimos.
Do you feel like now, sabiendo todo esto, do you plan on getting any more surgeries or even reductions or anything in the future?
You know what? I was planning probably like 2 months ago to get another gastric bypass again.
Oh yeah, I saw you posted about it.
Yes, but now, like my husband, he doesn't want me to do anything to myself anymore. Pero yo le dije, ¿sabes qué? Cuando vuelva a tener otro bebé, me voy a volver a operar. It's just kind of like a mental thing now. Like I don't want to go back to how I used to look. Pero, si me hiciera la gastric bypass, es estrictamente para bajar las nalgas. No, de peso también, pero las nalgas.
Because you know most of your weight is there.
Yes, it's so hard to like lose the butt.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games until you can't find clothing. Tienes que mandar alterar toda tu ropa. De por sí, like yo ya soy súper alta. It's already hard to find clothes. So with the butt this big, like it's even harder. So
you have to get all your shit almost custom.
Yes, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Como acabas de mencionar hace poco de tu esposo, para todos allá en casita que no saben, Graciela tiene un canal de YouTube, The Noble Family, donde ella comparte su vida de día a día con su esposo and your baby. Pero acabas de mencionar earlier about how when you got pregnant, you went through a really depressional state in your life. ¿Por qué fue eso? Nosotros sabemos que para muchas mujeres el embarazarse es algo that brings a lot of happiness.
Tiene que ser algo sagrado.
Yeah.
Tienes las palabras correctas. Yo, la razón por la que pasé un embarazo tan depresivo, se puede decir, porque yo me embaracé de la persona equivocada. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people question me nowadays que porque no subí muchas fotos de mi embarazo, de mi baby shower, why my husband wasn't in the picture, what happened. The reason is because my husband no es la persona que engendró a mi gordo, pero es 100% su papá.
Yes.
So yo me embaracé de la persona equivocada. Yo conocí a mi esposo por Instagram. Tenía de hecho un año ahí chingándome. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Replying to stories and stuff. Y el día que yo le contesté, yo tenía un mes de embarazo. Tenía un mes de embarazo y el morro me tiraba el rollo y todo, quería hablar conmigo y nunca nos poníamos de acuerdo. Haz de cuenta que yo le contestaba cada semana, igual él me contestaba cada semana y al punto que no nos poníamos de acuerdo y me preguntó, oye, ¿nos vamos a poner de acuerdo? ¿Tienes novio o por qué no platicas? Aunque quisiera no puedo. Y me dijo, cabrón, ¿por qué? Y le dije, pues porque voy a ser mamá. And he's like, oh, okay, no problem, cool, you know? Y me dijo, pues aquí tienes a un amigo. Le dije, chingón. Dije, me deslindé. So, empezamos a hablar como 4 o 5 meses, nomás como amigos, hasta que lo conocí en persona, me súper enamoré. Aww. Es una persona, he's an amazing dad. Pero yo también todavía estaba como huraña cuando lo estaba conociendo. I was very like, with my guard up. Porque me dijo, yo quiero ser el papá de ese niño. Y yo me saqué de onda y dije, ¿cómo el que es el papá no quiere ser el papá de mi hijo? Y como esta persona que apenas conocí está dispuesto a tomar ese rol. So yo te digo, yo seguí huraña. Y me dijo, no te preocupes, ten tu bebé, tú relajada, ya que tengas tu bebé.
We can talk about us.
Yeah, because we were talking throughout the whole pregnancy, you know, nomás que a mí me afectaba mucho todo el bullying que me hacían en social media.
I think you were too in your head.
Te voy a contar qué es lo que pasó. Yo originalmente soy como, digamos, una influencer de México.
Yeah.
Después de que pasé todo lo de mi embarazo, también por eso I went MIA, porque me quería como deslindar con todo lo que tuviera que ver con ser influencer de México. O sea, en México tienen páginas de chisme y apenas me di cuenta que acá también tienen no. le corre uno para venir para otro, no, pero me hacían mucho bullying en social media porque my son's dad, like his biological father, he would go all over social media and start saying like, oh, I never slept with her, she's lying, she's faking her pregnancy. Y todo el mundo siempre me mandaba mensajes diciéndome, oh, tu hijo el bastardo, tu hijo se te va a morir, tu niño van a ser, like, cosas feas, dude, like, me da, ¿sabe qué? Like, to think about it. Y mi husband también me ayudó mucho con lo de mi pregnancy porque when I was probably like 3 or 4 months, a mí me dijeron que el niño iba a venir con síndrome de Down. Y ay Dios, yo lloré porque...
Especially after hearing everybody tell you shit like that.
Yo lloré muchísimo and I was like, oh my gosh, like the clinic was actually kind of like forcing me to have an abortion. Y ellos me decían, no, like, why would you, like, ¿por qué traerías un niño malito al mundo? Like, there's a very high possibility that he's gonna have Down syndrome and stuff. And if you wanna find out, me tenían que meter una aguja así a la panza a sacarle como líquido. Y yo no me quise dejar hacer eso porque había mirado varios casos que podían, like, they could
inject the baby,
they could poke the baby. So yo hablé todo esto con mi husband, which was my friend at the time. Y yo le dije, le digo, ¿sabes qué? ¿Qué crees? Me dijeron que el niño podría venir con síndrome de Down. Y él me dijo, yo te ayudo a cuidarlo.
Oh my God.
Like, y eso me dio como que más fuerzas. No estoy diciendo que todas mis fuerzas dependen de mi husband o de un hombre en general, pero cuando tú estás embarazada estás como vulnerable y quieres ese apoyo. So cuando él me dijo eso, yo me amarré los huevos y dije, yo voy a tener este niño. Y yo lo voy a tener y pues ahí anda mi gordito.
Pues ahí está su gordito.
Sí, mi gordo querendón.
¿Cómo fue la transición de amigo a esposo?
Okay.
Like, how did that happen? Because that's a big transition.
Yeah, so nos hicimos novios un mes después de que nació el gordo. Y te digo, por eso es su papá, porque él estuvo literal desde month one. Month one.
¿Cómo dice ese saying que el padre es el
que cría y no el que engendra? Es muy cierto. So, nos hicimos novios un mes después. Y él es de México, so él siempre iba y venía, y hasta el punto que yo le dije, ¿sabes qué? Yo ya no quiero que te vayas. Like, I want you to just stay here and be with me and, like, let's do something together. Y él me decía, no, ¿cómo crees? Like, todavía no es tiempo. ¿Qué va a decir la gente? Like, y le dije, you know, like, let's just do it, you know? So, a los 7 meses de estar juntos, literal, dude, it was one day before the pandemic started. It was March 19, 2020. No, 2020. So it was one day before the pandemic started. We were literally, I was in chanclas, I was in ¿cómo se dice? Pijamas, él estaba en ropa de trabajo y eran como las 11 de la noche y dijimos, chinga su madre, nos vamos a casar y nos casamos. Porque
fueron a la corte así.
Ya,
oh
porque teníamos anticipado planear casarnos como junio, julio, agosto, pero el que nos iba a casar me dijo, I'm gonna close because of the pandemic. I don't know when they're gonna let us open again. So si quieres hazlo y si no, pues vamos a ver cuándo.
Vas a esperar más.
Sí, and we looked at each other and we're like,
that is crazy.
I have my ID, you have your passport, let's go.
Que no te escuche Daddy, you guys, porque Daddy siempre me va diciendo que por qué he esperado yo como 5 años. Mood, Daddy's already here. And she's like, what the fuck? And he got it at 7 months. That's crazy, bitch. 7 months and you're the happiest you could ever be.
Honestly, it was the best crazy decision like I could have made.
Like,
honestly,
from all the crazy decisions you've made, this is like the best one.
Es la mejor. Yo estoy muy feliz. Estoy with my little family. He wants like he legit wants 7 kids.
Oh my God.
No, I'm like no,
You're
not
like,
yet.
Bitch, not with me though.
Yeah. No, like
¿Cuántos quieres?
Yo quiero unos 4.
Okay.
Pero él en total quiere 6 o 7.
4 con el gordo, so 3 with him?
No, like plus.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
He wants, en total ya con el gordo quiere como 6 o 7.
¿Tú vienes de familia grande?
Sí y no. So, mi mamá tiene 13 hermanos y hermanas, so it's 14 of them. Y luego mi mamá, fuimos 3 con mi mamá, and then it's just me now.
Oh. ¿Por qué dices que eran 3 y ahora nomás son 1? En tu familia directa.
Sí, porque fallecieron, tuve 3 hermanas de hecho.
Oh, ¿fueron 4?
Sí, pero una de ellas era hija de mi papá. Mi papá tuvo otra relación que tuvo otros hijos, mucho más grandes que yo, mucho más grandes que mi mamá, de hecho. Mi papá era 26 años más grande que mi mamá, ay Dios.
Oh my God.
So, I had 2 sisters de parte de mi mamá y desafortunadamente fallecieron y pues ya nomás quedé yo. Yeah. So, mi hermana mayor, que es Rosie, que es del lado de mi papá, falleció. She was like on her late 30s. Y si no me equivoco, it was after like a heart surgery or something like that. And that was like, it was very sad for me porque era como que la única hija de parte de mi papá con la que yo tenía comunicación. But yeah,
Was that the first sister that passed away?
No, actually, the first sister that passed away is the one que le sigue después de mí. I never met her, y también se llamaba Graciela. She passed away when she was 3 months, y she passed away muerta de cuna. Literal, nomás se durmió, ya no se despertó, y like, unfortunately, that was the end of it. And then my other sister, which I was so close to, like, I wish I had her. Ella era como mi mamá. Ella falleció a sus 19 años. De hecho, aquí en Indio, California. Do you remember that not too long ago we got a house over there in Indio? So that exact same road that we exited on, like,
was the exact.
Yeah, ahí estaba el hospital, dude. Y yo venía con mi mamá.
Were you crying?
Oh my! I tried so hard, like, cause my mom knew, like, kind of like the city that we were at.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's hard. So, haz de cuenta que pasamos por el hospital y, like, I literally casi me tuve que morder los labios to, like, just shut it. I was in the back seat and my mom's like, aquí se mira bien, like,
familiar.
It looks very familiar right here. And I was like, oh my God, like, if you knew, like, we passed by the hospital where my sister had passed away. She passed away from asthma.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so she passed away from asthma and she went to the hospital. La llevaron al hospital, the people that she was with. And she never came out. And yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, no, I bet. I mean, imagine just losing one, but imagine you losing 3. I'm sure it's really hard.
Literally, yo me tuve que crear sola. I had to commit mistakes on my own. I had to basically raise myself. And
I feel like it's different when you're an only child. Like, well, that's all you know. But you were obviously not an only child. So you had to learn. You had to go from the transition of having siblings to one day to another having no siblings.
Yeah, I was only 10 when I basically lost everything because my dad passed away también. And me tocó, mi mamá era trailera, siempre ha manejado troques toda su vida. So, yo me tuve que crear sola y desafortunadamente yo cuando estaba en la middle and high school, elementary, yo empecé a guiarme por malos pasos. Y gracias a Dios, like, I feel so blessed to be able to have social media as a platform because I feel like it changed my life a lot y me redirigió.
Yeah. Whew, thank you so much for sharing that, Graciela. That was very, ¿cómo se dice?
It was kind of tough to talk about.
Yeah, and I feel like
I have never really mentioned it.
Yeah, I knew about your sisters, but I never knew really into detail. Porque esa vez que fuimos a Indio, tu mamá me había contado a little bit.
Sí.
But not really, I've never seen you
But
really
little
talk about
did she
online.
know, like, where we were at exactly. Yeah.
Alright, so going on to a different topic. Cuando tú empezaste todo esto de social media, se te miraba mucho viajar.
Sí.
Tú andabas en todos pinches lugares, lujos, con bolsas de marca, con chanclas de marca, todo de marca, que alguien viendo from the outside decía, no, esta güey es rich. Pero cuando la gente vio en ese entonces en dónde vivías, te empezaron a criticar mucha gente. Que como alguien que presumía, you know, tanto lujo, tantas cosas tan bonitas, vivía en un lugar en donde vivías tú. What do you have to say about that?
Pues primero que nada, que no todo lo que miras en social media es cierto, aunque los viajes sí eran ciertos. Pero don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know, I was born and raised in San Fernando Valley in North Hills. I went to James Monroe High School, one of. But when I became an influencer, there's kind of like a sad story behind the whole reason why I started traveling. I'm not going to get too much into detail, but I'm going to talk about how it happened and where it all came from. But when I was in middle school, I don't even know how to address this. It's like that crazy. I've never spoken to anybody about it. So I got sexually abused by somebody who worked at the school district. And he started stalking me once I was like 17, almost turning 18. He started following me to school. He started trying to message me online. And it got to a point that I just got really fucking scared. Like, my mom didn't know anything about this. It got to a point that I just went straight to school. I was like 17 and a half. I went straight to school. And I told him that a person that was... the person that was stalking me is the person that sexually abused me when I was in middle school. I went into school that day, like, talking to a counselor about that. I literally left the school like 5 hours later because the cops were called. My mom was called. Like, there was like a whole situation. Long story short, that person is now in jail, and there was also like a lawsuit involved. And when the lawsuit ended, there was a compensation.
Yeah.
Que gracias a Dios, like, because of that is that I was able to travel. Like I had mentioned to you, yo cuando estaba en middle school, yo estaba siguiendo los pasos equivocados, todo lo que tenía que ver con gangs. I was like
everything.
I loved everything that had to do with gangs. Why? I don't know.
I think it's also like a phase.
Yeah, it's like a little phase. So haz de cuenta que I took that money, and instead of like buying cosas de marca o cosas que no, yo agarré ese dinero y me puse a viajar. So at that point, people like online, they were like, tienes un sugar daddy. And o sea, operada, viajando. People were legit thinking like I had a sugar daddy. ¿Por qué? Porque vivía todavía in the hood.
Yeah. At the time cuando todo eso estaba pasando, because I remember following her, but I wasn't up to date with her, you guys, at the time like I am now. So cuando todo eso estaba pasando, what I mean by todo eso, the traveling and everything, ¿tú ya enseñabas en dónde vivías?
Sí y no. Sí, porque siempre me ha gustado ser una persona bien real.
Yeah.
Pero no, because there would be stalkers too.
Oh, okay.
Sí, y aparte, like, everybody knew there that I was like an Instagrammer or whatever. Una vez me entrevistó, ¿cómo se llama? I don't remember. Vice. Vice me entrevistó. And pues me entrevistaron ahí en mi cuarto, en mi casa, and that's when everything started like
getting
booming.
Back.
Yes, people were like, si tanto presume que las cirugías, que los viajes, why do you still have your mom living in the ghetto?
Yeah.
You know, y a mí me cansaba tener que explicarle desde cero a la gente, pues miren, we could move out, pero aquí vivió mis hermanas, aquí mi mamá tiene muchos recuerdos, mi mamá puede ser la persona más pobre o más millonaria del mundo.
And she'll still be there.
She'll still be there. Si tú le ofreces un casonón, she'll be like, no, porque aquí vivió mi hija. So, ¿cómo le explicas eso a la gente?
Yeah.
Hay gente que simplemente, en lo personal, pienso que hablan nomás porque tienen boca. Like, no se toman el tiempo para conocer a la gente. Y también por esa razón me hice una persona bien cerrada.
Yeah.
Que después de que tuve a mi niño, yo no quise contestar ninguna pregunta de nada.
Because at the end of the day, you don't owe anyone on social media an explanation.
Yeah.
Si se las das, es porque
pero, ¿sabes?
Tú quieres darlas.
Yo daba las explicaciones porque ya me tenía frustrada y harta que people were just talking out of their ass. Ahorita ya me vale madre. You know, pero en ese tiempo I was pregnant, I was going through it, like it was just so much que yo decía like why judge somebody or why talk out of your ass? Just there's a lot of people that still live with their parents. Hay mucha gente que está ahorrando su dinero ya sea para agarrar un departamento o un carrito, like that's what I'm saying. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't believe everything that you see on social media. Yeah. Everybody was seeing my life from social media, pero no sabían lo que estaba pasando en la vida real.
Yeah. And I feel like it's muy fácil que la gente, the audience, se desvíen from reality. I feel like la gente that watches online think like, oh, like the 15 minutes that we put out in the video, that's literally all we do all day. Like, no, there's so much shit behind the scenes, you guys.
There's so much that goes into
that you don't share because a veces, like for me, a veces shit that goes on in my life, uno pena. Two, it's like people don't need to know this and have it against you. Like there's so much shit that goes on in our lives than what we post that la gente a veces, you know, are stupid and think that what we post is all that goes on in our life. For you, I feel like you're such a success story because of everything you've gone through. Ya ahora, you know, hace poco compraste tu casa. You know, ya tienes tu familia. You recently just moved in.
Yeah, you know, that was so exciting for me porque when we went inside, me and my husband, before we moved in, le dije, like, I'm so happy, like, that things are finally going good.
Good.
Sí te ha pasado que dices, oh my God, me pasan tantas chingaderas, y solamente a mí. Pero también hay las etapas que todo te va bien. Gracias a Dios siento que ahorita estoy en esta etapa de mi vida. Y cuando llegamos a la casa me puse a llorar porque dije, oh my God, like I've gotten so bullied my whole life because of where I live. It's not that I wanted to live there or we just wanted to live there in general. Mi mamá, pues, obviamente, she's attached to the place because of that reason. I've tried to get her a place already. Ella no quiere. But where the apartments that my mom lives in, like it's in the ghetto.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lot of people, el otro día también publiqué, I was on my stories talking about how people would bully me. And people were like, oh, hell no, you're fucking tripping. At least you had your own bathroom. That's not even the ghetto. Like, no, that wasn't my bathroom. That was everybody's bathroom. Que no haya especificado es otra cosa.
It's just crazy también, you know, like, I feel like you've been able to turn nothing into something. And es algo muy lindo, como tú dices. Everything that's going on in your life is going on for a reason. And never question it. You know, you're doing amazing. You work hard. I feel like you work your ass off way too much than people actually see. Y te mereces todo lo bueno que te está pasando.
I don't post like a lot on social media.
Yeah.
Hay muchas cosas y siento que también por esa razón mucha gente se desconecta de mí. Pero de verdad, like, hay días que el otro día, dude, yo y mi husband nos dimos cuenta that it had been already a whole fucking week since we last fucking showered. I was like, qué vergüenza. Oso de mi vida. No, dude, like, I get that busy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I recently, like, thank God, I got myself a personal assistant. And even that's not enough.
Yeah, I think she needs a whole fucking team.
Like a whole crew. Pero gracias a Diosito, like...
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, you guys. So with that being said, enough of the chisme. Graciela came in, bitch. Like, if this turns out to be an hour-long podcast, an hour-long video.
We're sorry, the chisme was good.
The chisme was really good, you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the Wheel of Pendejadas. All right, you guys. So, como pueden ver, Graciela got...
So I got Never Have I Ever.
All right, you guys. So para ustedes allá en casita that have never played Never Have I Ever, let me go ahead and run it down real motherfucking quick. We're going to put 5 fingers up. And me and Graciela are going to say stuff we have never done. But if either one of us has done it, we're going to put our finger down. And the first one to 0 loses. Lista?
Not me going.
She's like, Never Have I Ever. She's like, I lost. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Go. Empieza. Damn. Or should we let production ask us? Yeah? All right, you guys, so we're going to do a little twist. Since we've played this game before, we're not going to ask each other. Production is. ¿Listos?
Okay, I'm ready.
Never have I ever had sex
how
in
does
public.
it work?
If you've done it, you put it down.
Fuck.
She's like, wait, every single time we've done it? She's like,
ding.
Okay, Never have I ever had a one-night stand.
Okay, so you put it down if you've done it.
If you've had a one-night stand.
If you've had a one-night stand? Shit.
I'm like, me looking at her like,
shit. I'm like,
okay. Pretend I have to. You guys, Graciela, that was personal right there. That was personal.
That.
One time me and Graciela were getting drunk, you guys, and I got shit-faced drunk, and she was like chilling, and I was like, esta morra sí sabe tomar. Later the next day, I found out that she was taking all water shots.
Yeah. No, it's because I
gotta take care of the baby.
Yeah.
No comprendo. I was like, I took one for the team. You guys, it looks like we're both gonna lose.
Is that 3?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Danny? Never have I ever shit myself. Like recently? Or I'm like yesterday? I just kidding. Like do like farts that like like watery farts account. I'm like, fuck, yeah.
Low key.
I'm like, when I was small. I mean, we can't sit here and pretend like it's never happened to any of y'all.
Oh, hell no. And you know
Right?
what? Casi me pasaba hace como un mes.
Actually,
Ay, Dios
casi me
mío
pasaba
santo.
hoy.
No, you know what happened? I came to get my hair done acá a LA, and I was on an empty stomach. So have you ever had tierra mía?
No.
No. You've had it? Okay. If you've had
Is it
tierra mía,
coffee?
el que sabe, sabe. Es coffee, pero con horchata. So haz de cuenta, I had a tierra mía on an empty stomach. Oh my gosh. I barely fucking made it. And
Shit
let me
was like,
fucking find out, I had no fucking toilet paper in my car. So, dude, Diosito me quiere mucho. And I found like some, you know those servilletas that have the fucking, the fork and the... Eso me salvó. Anyways,
Period.
the last one was
last
up.
one. I think we're both gonna lose, you guys. Have I ever blacked out? I actually have never blacked out.
I've never blacked out either.
Oh, really? I've
Yeah.
gotten really, really drunk, but I don't believe in blacking out.
Yeah, no. I
I'm too
haven't.
classy for
El
that.
que, ¿cómo dice? El que pierde...
I just feel like blacking out is stupid. I'm like, I think the person watching this that blacked out is stupid.
No, I've never blacked out.
I've
No.
gotten really drunk, but
Yo
never
siempre
blacked
estoy
out.
consciente.
Same.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe when people be like, oh my God, I cheated on you because
No, but you
I
know
got
what?
drunk.
My husband...
My husband did
No.
that.
Espérate.
Just kidding.
Let me like, oye, ¿qué estás haciendo? Tenemos que hablar. No, so he actually... Ahorita ya no le pasa, pero antes tomaba y...
Blackout?
se le olvidaba. Like the next day in the morning, if he would have done anything, like he really wouldn't remember. Like at
That's
all.
scary.
That's really scary.
Okay, one more. Never have I ever sent nudes to my partner. Actually, have I ever sent you nudes? Just one. In high school.
Mood.
Oh no. Actually, no. You know what? I've never sent a nude because you know what it is for you have?
So do I put it down if I have?
if you
Yeah,
send
I
nudes.
have.
I have never, but let me explain why. When I was in high school, I was already getting known. Like popular, and I was always scared of being exposed. I think I sent one thing to Danny, but it wasn't like a full nude. It was
Yeah.
like a bulge pic.
No, like I
will-
never sent nudes to my husband like before.
It was now.
Pero ahorita like
She's like, "This is
le
right now
mando
in the
puras
restroom."
pendejadas and he'll be like, really? Like I'm
She's like,
working.
the last time I sent one was when I went into your restaurant.
Ahorita no me metí,
I'm like,
no me metí a miar, me metí a mandar la pepa.
All right, you guys. So with that being said, we're coming to an end for today's episode. Pero antes de que nos vayamos, we're gonna go ahead and turn it over to Graciela to let us know what is next for Graciela Montes and what she's working on.
So you guys, if you guys have not yet followed me on social media, los invito a que me sigan en Instagram. Estoy como Graciela Montes_bajo. Y en YouTube le estoy haciendo la lucha, ¿saben? Pero nos pueden seguir como The Noble Family. I try to post as much as I can, but life gets in the way. That's why I haven't been able to be that consistent. Pero allá los esperamos.
All right, you guys, so with that being said, no se les olvide to go follow Graciela on all her social medias. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here today, dude.
Thank you for
really,
having
really
me.
appreciate it.
I feel honored.
No, I feel honored for you sharing so much vulnerability y muchas cosas que obviamente no has hablado openly. So thank you so much for trusting me and trusting the show. But also don't forget you guys to follow me on all my social media so you guys won't miss any future episodes. And with that being said, you guys, we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.